Never in my life did I think we would try to keep pigs from gaining weight. The idea has always been put muscle on pigs as quickly as possible. Now we are doing everything we can to keep them from gaining weight. These guys all should have been gone about 30 days ago.
Chad Lehman is in a position he never thought he would be in. His farm in Eureka, Illinois, about 2.5 hours south of Chicago, has too many pigs.
We've never experienced a situation where we have nowhere to take pigs. There's always been a home for pigs. Most of us would give our pigs away right now for next to nothing just to make room.
The third-generation farmer grows corn and soybeans, learning the trade from both his dad and grandfather. But his main business is hog farming, sending out about 90,000 pigs a year to JBS and Tyson, the world's two largest meat processing companies. What once ran like a well-oiled machine is now completely upended. Many meat processing plants are still operating at reduced capacity over COVID-19 concerns, leaving farmers like Chad in uncharted territory.
A typical week would be around 7 to 10 loads of pigs. So somewhere, say, 15 to 1,800 pigs a week that need to go to market to make room for baby pigs that are coming in. As we sit today, we're approximately 30 loads behind in shipping, say 4,500 pigs. They probably weigh now about 305 to 310 pounds. These pigs have been on what we call holding diets now for approximately 7 weeks, where we've removed most of the calories, most of the energy from their feed in an attempt to get them to slow down on gain. Once a pig gets to about 330 to 340 pounds, packers really can't do much with them. They're just too big.
With Chad's market-ready pigs essentially in limbo, the question then turns to the younger pigs continuing to grow and the need to make space for the new babies.
You've had to restrict space on big pigs due to the fact you've got to bring small pigs into the same barn. But all of us, I think, are in the same boat in that we're going to hold out as long as we can before we have to start depopulating these barns by means other than going to packers with the pigs.
With nowhere to go, it's estimated that about 10 million pigs will have to be euthanized this summer. The surplus in market-ready pigs has also caused the price per head to tank, which will lead to about $5 billion in losses for the industry.
It's very discouraging from our standpoint to see this meat just wasted, but unfortunately options at food banks, food pantries have been exhausted now just due to the fact that we're very limited in the number of places that can turn pigs into pork.
Tonight, signs that a critical link in the nation's food supply chain might be cracking.
And the ripple effects of the pandemic are hitting not just hog farmers, but the entire agriculture industry, shaking up our food system in a way we've never seen before. That's due to those plant disruptions, but also food intended for places like restaurants and schools.
It's a very efficient, well-run system which has kept our food prices significantly down because we are keeping things at capacity. In my professional life and lifetime, we haven't seen a shock this big across the whole food system. We've certainly seen baby shocks in different parts of it. Say, for instance, when an E. coli outbreak has happened, we saw spinach not be there or romaine not be there. We've never seen this broad of a swath of the food industry affected at the same time. That's what's significant here.
The supply chain in this country is really interesting because everything is very just in time. Most people are going into grocery stores seeing empty meat shelves and they think, wow, we have a meat shortage. There's no shortage of pigs. We have an inability to supply those meat shelves. If we can take care of that problem, we can get meat shelves restocked again fairly quickly.
As much of the country starts to reopen, there is the looming question. What if we have a second wave in the fall, like some scientists predict?
One good piece of news is we won't be as flat-footed. We as an industry know a little bit more what it's going to look like and what it's going to take to respond to. The more unfortunate thing is For the United States in the fall, we're talking about the high season for a lot of production coming to harvest. I think even though we might be better prepared because we'll have known what it's like and what it looks like, unfortunately we're going to have a lot higher share of our production in play.
I'm not sure how we can plan for it because we need to keep barns full. We'll have learned some things through this. We'll have learned that we can keep weight off pigs, but if our reaction is the same, I'm not sure that too many hog farmers will get through that.